Okay, pile two. Let's go ahead and jump right into you guys' reading. So you guys are the clear quartz, and we have the Your Heather and Mistletoe card from the Celtic Cross Oracle. I'm sorry, Celtic Tree Oracle. This was gifted to me, this deck, so I'm still becoming acclimated to all the symbolisms or whatnot, but I know the essential meaning or some of the essential meanings to this card is representative of like, um, it can be like growth, a new beginning. It can be a deep connection to the spirit world, kind of like manifestation, something really magical. And it's very beautiful. Yeah, but that's what we have for you guys. But let's go ahead and get ready to jump on in. Um, and it's interesting because one aspect to that card, it is about, kind of like life and death, cycles, so to speak. And I'm feeling for someone, there is someone who, this is just one very minor, not minor, but one of the various scenarios that I'm seeing, but there is someone who may have some sort of contention with an older relative of some kind, like someone who hasn't spoken to someone in a while, or there's been some bad blood between these people. So yeah, that may be for someone because I'm seeing. So we're starting with the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So this is giving me the impression for some people that they've been kind of doing their thing. They've separated themselves from a particular group or establishment or circle of people, and they've just been kind of focused on themselves. This Three of Cups could indicate like people in their lives, like the people that they've chosen as family, because this could be a familial situation, and for others it can be like a partnership situation. But if someone has disconnected from like a familial situation, let's say a parent or a sibling, it could be based off of something that was like, either this person could just be a difficult person to talk to, or you guys just can't get along, or there could be someone, or you've caught wind of something through someone else, or it could just be just kind of like that, the need to feel like to self-preserve, to not be around certain energies, trying to protect your own energy. When we move over to this Eight of Cups, it's clarified by the King of Swords and the World card. So yeah, the King of Swords, it can represent like breaking free from the past, and seeing as how we have this six. I know some of these cards you guys can't see. I'm still working on like getting my camera angles and all that together, y'all. I'm not, I don't record and take pictures and do that often, so I'm still getting like familiar with the camera functions. But yeah, so we have this Six of Cups as well, and with this King of Swords right here, it definitely could be someone that's kind of like trying to break away from the past, forget the past. Maybe they just have a lot of, for some people it may not even be a specific reason. It could just be like a myriad, like kind of a culmination of things, or just, maybe certain choices that were made in childhood, like it's something that you're not really in agreement with, and it's caused some sort of, rift. But for some people, I'm feeling like I think Spirit is urging some sort of communication, because this Eight of Cups can represent that. This Eight of Cups, it can be about, for some people, retrieving your happiness, going to find that ninth cup. It's like, sometimes breaking away from things that make us feel unhappy or that brings back bad memories. Sometimes that can, like, okay, constitute us finding our happiness or inner peace. But for some people, I'm feeling that there needs to be some sort of communication of some kind to kind of break the ice. It doesn't have to be anything too drastic or dramatic, or it could be something so simple, like maybe like even a simple text. Even like if this is an older person who doesn't even know how to text, really just shooting them a text. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while, but I love you. I'm just saying that or whatever the case may be. You'll have to make that fit how it fits. But for other people, oh, excuse me, my stomach is rumbling. That was loud. What was I saying? So yeah, now for others, this could be a relationship that has been ongoing for a while. Like this could date back. Like this could be someone who you've grown up with, or this could be someone who you have children with, or have some sort of attachment, even if it's like, a fur baby, like maybe you guys got a pet turtle together. Cecil. But so yeah, and I'm feeling like if that is the case, because we do have, okay, because I didn't even, y'all, okay, I don't know how these cards got so out of whack. Okay, so the Knight of Wands and the Justice card. Okay, so the Five of Swords, that's where I'm at. Okay, Five of Swords. Now this is in the energy of what's coming in. So for someone is, for some people, this may be a situation where you have made a choice or a decision to focus on your own happiness and inner peace. And you know how that goes. Someone always has to kind of come into the mix to try to disrupt that or disturb that. This Five of Swords, I'm not getting it to be like anything like aggressive or hostile. It's more like just like nerve-wracking, like get a clue, like no means no. I'm not trying to do this with you right now, this Knight of Wands, it does further kind of suggest that, just someone being very persistent, even though you've made a conscious decision, or whoever this is for has made a conscious decision to move on, to keep moving forward, which we ended, and I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but we ended, the outcome was the Three of Wands. So for some people, this is about like moving on into a greater purpose, into a better aligning or alignment. What am I trying to say? A more aligned situation. And for others, like we were talking about earlier, this is about meeting someone halfway. About saying, okay, well, maybe there was something that I did to contribute to this as well, or maybe I didn't communicate that well, or maybe I need to take into consideration all of the things that this person has done for me, at some point in time, and give them just and give them the benefit of the doubt, and assume that maybe if I try to communicate with them how I feel, maybe they will actually understand it. Because I'm feeling that for whoever that particular message is for, the fact that you've been so standoffish and withdrawn, I'm feeling like whoever this is, they'll be happy to hear from you, and they will hear you out. But, in our own timing, again, if it's something that makes you feel bad or that brings you down, or if you're not ready for that type of, communication, then absolutely, don't force it. But it's just like food for thought for whoever that message is for. You'll have to, if that is your message. Justice, for me, this can be about karma. So I guess this goes to, I guess we have to kind of consider what it is. Now, if this is a relationship or partnership, we have to consider what puts you guys in this position to begin with. If this was something on this person's part where, because this King of Swords, I didn't even touch on this. It's hard when you're doing a collective and you're trying to get everything out. So I apologize if I keep toggling back and forth. But for some people, this King of Swords, it can mean, standing your ground. Standing firm in your beliefs. You don't have to be, a B word or an a-hole to get your point across. It's just, look at this King of Swords. I mean, he don't really have to say too much. I mean, just look at the expression and the demeanor. As the kids say, the drip, if that's even what that means. But anyways, yeah, so he doesn't have to say too much. It is completely like, you can see it on his face. You can feel that energy. So I'm just feeling for some people, they need to stand their ground and focus on, what matters to them most. So because it's been something that has been lacking from your perspective, or for whoever this is for, from their perspective, there's something that has been lacking. And what else? So we have the Page of Pentacles as well. Page of Pentacles in this particular dynamic, it can be, of course, a new start, like building a new foundation. For some people in this familial, like coming from the familial angle, I'm feeling like they're trying to just start all the way over. Like they've even like considered changing their names if they haven't already. Like it's something that's really like deep. For other people, this could be a divorce, because we do have the Justice and we have the Four, like right here at the Four of Cups. Someone not doing their part or just not being in sync with someone, and someone has chosen to start to set their own foundation. Hence this Nine of Pentacles that we started with, and this High Priestess. Just trying to keep the faith, trying to operate high vibrationally. They may be with a partner or maybe dealing with someone who is just like maybe a little lower vibrational than they are. So yeah, I feel like there will be someone who is going to see the error of their ways. We have this Knight of Cups that's kind of like approaching this Three of Wands energy. So like I mentioned, this Three of Wands, for some people, it is about meeting someone halfway. If there is a relationship in this, especially if it's familial and you haven't spoken like an elderly parent or something like that, then on your own accord, it can be about meeting someone halfway, like not doing too much, but just doing enough. To try to understand each other's perspective a little better. And I feel like this Knight of Cups approaching this Three of Wands is someone offering the best way they know how. So like if this is this King of Swords energy coming into you as the Knight of Cups, yeah, he may be rough around the edges. Maybe they've grown up in a time or in an environment where they didn't know how to express themselves fully. There could be someone who wasn't happy with your lifestyle or your way of doing things. Maybe they criticized a lot. Maybe they, just didn't know. They could have been ornery. But they're trying their best to show someone like, I'm here for you. I love you. I'm sorry I don't know how to, show you, the way that you need to see it or whatever the case may be. And then if this is a partnership, for some people, this could be just them, this could be something that has kind of either gone back and forth for a while, or maybe in the past you haven't been able to stick to your guns about something, and now that you're actually so close to really saying, like, this is literally it, I'm not even kidding, they're like, wait, hold on, let me do it this way, I have something for you, which I'm not a judge, I don't criticize, I'm just a messenger, so that'll be on you to decide how you want to go with that. But again, for some people, there could be kids involved. For others, this could just be something that has been long-term, ongoing for a while. And again, so what you need to focus on was the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups could be, okay, so in addition to finding your happiness and finding your peace, it can also be like developing personal relationships. Like a lot of times we don't assimilate that or liken that to the Eight of Cups, but it is. It can be about growing or nurturing a relationship. So, yeah. So that's for some people. That's where the focus should be. For other people, their focus should be on their own happiness, joy, and detaching from whatever does not serve you or make you happy at this time. And this may be down the line. Like if this is some sort of rift that just happened, then just give it time, you know. But, you know, but anyway, but just to reiterate, and what was coming in, Five of Swords. So yes, some sort of contention. Someone may try to, you know, pull you back into this pettiness. Not pettiness, but you know how a person, like, if you're in their life, it doesn't matter if y'all are contentious or not, as long as they can just keep something going, some sort of connection. But it's when you completely disengage that they absolutely, like, when everything just starts to hit. Like, oh, shoot, you know, like, if you're still involved, even if you're cussing them out every day, you know, like, calling them all out of their name, it's all good, you know, as long as they still have you in some way. But it's when you finally say, okay, I'm literally so done with this, that it's like, oh, you know, they're trying to damage control and pick up the pieces. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting. Someone trying to keep that communication going, to kind of keep you in their life in some way. But, you know, you have a decision to make on that, pile too. And so what we have in the letters that I drew for you guys today, in no particular order, is W, R, E, D, and the letter I. So that's W, D like David, R like red, E, and the letter I. So, and the only word that spells is like wired or Dre, if you know a Dre. But, like, you know, you can, these could just be like initials. It could be an acronym, and it can be phonetic, you know. So, like, even like sometimes I'll draw these cards and, like, okay, like on one time I drew it and it said reap, but it was REEP. It wasn't REAP. You know what I mean? So it doesn't necessarily have to be like specific. It can just be kind of like a phonetic or something that sounds like another thing. But blah blah blah. That's what I have for you guys. Three of Wands is the outcome. So pretty much whatever you want. And this world energy also showing up, you know. It's your choice. You know, but just make wise decisions. Always tap into this. Stay tapped into intellect and intuition. No one more than the other, but just balanced, and that's all you need. Because, you know, it looks good though for you. But yeah, it's just a decision that has to be made. So, oh, as far as sign, let me see what we have. We have some Virgo energy. We have some Cancerian energy. We have some Piscean energy. Aquarius. Some more Cancer, Libra, Cancer. So a lot of mostly. So I'm trying to see, even like with the clarifiers, what do we have the most prevalent? That would be Cancer, because we have Three of Cups twice. We have Four of Cups. What else do we have? I feel like I'm missing something. Pisces again. So maybe a water sign. But honestly, you know, you can't really tell. But matter of fact, let me pull, because I like to pull, like, whenever they're, you know, whenever I'm dealing with like what sign may be involved in this situation, I like to kind of do that separate, because it doesn't make sense when you pull a gajillion cards trying to sift and, you know. Let me see what I come up with. Just a moment. I planned on this, but yeah, we're still under 20 minutes, so let me hurry up and do this in 30 seconds. Let's. Oh, and this, hold on, I had to drop. Oh, okay. So, I pulled the Fool and the Lover's Fell. So, that's some air energy. Maybe Gemini, and I'll pull one more. Let me pull one or two more. Well, since that popped out, I guess I'll take that. Okay, so we have Pisces again. We have Aries. We have Pisces again. We have Aries. We have Pisces again. So Pisces is very heavy in this energy. Cancer is as well. And then we have Gemini. And we could say like Libra, Aquarius as well with this Fool card. So take that for what it is. Thank you, Pal 2, so much for being here. Dang, 20 minutes and 2 seconds. See you next time. Bye.